John Dracotail here, and in this video, well, got some pretty good news. I was able to get 7th place at the Card Brawlers Case Tournament, which was on August 2nd. It was pretty new into the format, and Dracotail was the deck I wanted to bring. This deck felt pretty strong into that format. However, you do need to know how to use the cards very well, because one misplay could spell the end of your entire tournament run. And I was barely hanging on by the 3rd round, essentially. I was X1-1 by the 3rd round, which means I had to win all of them, all the rest of the other 3 rounds. There are 6 rounds total. But yeah, in case any of you guys are curious, the matchups will be just right above my head. And a lot being said, let's go do the card by card. So I'm pretty much playing very simple Dracotail ratios. I'm not going to be going over the ratios, but these ratios felt good. I wouldn't add any more. I think this is good. Triple Fua was great. Ash is only for really going first. Going second is kind of really meh. Doesn't really go into Yami well. It doesn't go into Vanquish so well. It doesn't go into K9 Crystron that well. They all have very obvious punishes. So it's either like if you play all hand traps to try to stop them from playing, it doesn't really work out because guess what? They'll just like Izuna. They have like 10 punishes in the deck. And so it's not really worth it that much. And they're able to combo off your own Ash, right? Which is just insane. 1 Beast, 1 Dragon. These cards are very good into the deck because you can just make window using this and a Mauler. So you're able to just essentially pop back row and then going into a window, which can feel very oppressive going into certain decks, as well as being able to negate a face-up card can be good. You can also fuse off an Owlbear or a Mag, worst case scenario, into a window on their own turn, which is pretty cool. But I never really turned 0 wind at them because I just didn't draw the hand for that, although I think I could have taken that risk a tiny bit more. But in any case, this is how we learn. We really want Fallen of Albaz, don't want to be playing 2 because yes, you could be playing 2 Albaz, which could help with the follow-up branded plays, but it doesn't really come up that often, and it's not that great to even play 2 in the first place, because if you open one, then it doesn't really do much on your own. You're already competing with your own normal summons, which are already a lot, especially since we're playing 2 more normal summons being Owlbear of Despia. So we play triple cash Fenrir. Fenrir felt okay. It felt strong whenever my opponent wanted to Izuna after I had a Fenrir on field. I was able to essentially just punish their Izuna completely, which was pretty strong. Double Owlbear of Despia. I really want to be cutting this down a tiny bit more, but it's a good card. And sometimes you open 2, which feels horrible, but it is what it is sometimes. We play 1 Nip. This is the only light monster that does something. The reason we want at least 1 light monster is for a specific card. You'll see in my extra deck. I will go over it once we get to it. We play 1 Mag. Mag was definitely good when I saw it, but again, it's just a funny one of that. Sometimes you'll see, sometimes you won't see, but when you see it, definitely feels good. 1 Doll Fusion. Fusion was good. You've got some pretty cool punishes you can do in the deck after they Izuna you. You can go Thrust into Doll Fusion into like a window to punish them, and then you can they make Typhon, you can just negate their Typhon, although it doesn't stop them from just swinging into your window. But it is definitely a pretty cool punish you can do. But if they end on like a Ripper, you can just fuse into a window, negate the Ripper, and then you can continue playing from there on. And if anything, it forces the battle phase, which is still a plus for you because then you just play the follow-up game and don't interact with them too much. You play 1 talent, 1 branded fusion. Branded fusion was definitely pretty good. I'm not going to be going over talents that much because it's a funny one of talent. It does what it does very well. Branded fusion definitely felt strong. Being able to essentially make a Michael Jackson very easily. You can, a lot of the times I go Branded Fusion directly into him by fusing an Albaz and a dude from your field. So you can just go directly into a Mirror Jade, and then that way they don't have a punish for when they try to Arc Light you. It felt strong. Yeah, you also got some really cool kill lines with this deck. You can go Branded Fusion into Lubellion into Secretion if you want to shuffle back from banish, or you can go into an Albion, make Secretion by banishing stuff. And then Secretion revive back Albaz. You revive back Albaz, and then you fuse off their card into a Mirror Jade, and then now you have pretty much game on board, and you just go battle phase, Mirror Jade, banish a card, swing for game. That's a pretty cool kill line you can do in the deck. Playing Thrust is also very strong because you can Thrust for Doll Fusion. If they try to make an Izuna on your own turn, you just go Doll Fusion, effect, fuse. It also helps you go second because again, if they activate a monster, you just go talents, you go talents into Doll Fusion, talents into branded fusion. You can get to anything you need from there. Triple Ketu. Ketu is definitely a good card in my opinion. I felt like it was strong. Sorry, 2 branded opening. Branded opening was okay, although I could have utilized the protection effect a bit more. There's a lot of intricate effects that you can do in the deck, so sometimes it gets a little tricky to remember all of them. Like Owlbear has an effect, you can only use one Owlbear effect, right? But you have an effect to basically be a weird effect failure, but that's also like really strong. But yeah, I definitely really enjoyed playing this deck. This deck was very, very fun to play. Now we played triple Lancia. Lancia was definitely good. For whenever you see this against Malice, it's always a pretty good blowout. You just Lancia and then they cannot play from there, and it's just a good feeling. Double Droll. Droll's for basically just Mitsurugi and friends. Double Meows. Meows is basically for Malice and Yummy, although I don't know how great it is into Yummy right now, or if I even need it, but I would have liked at least a couple Charmies into that matchup. One Genius. Genius is basically for the Mitsurugi matchup. For whenever they make a detonator, you can just go make a construct, dump Genius, negate this, and you have the dragon to pop the field spell before you even get to Genius. So that way you just out their entire field. You out detonator, you out cross just instantly through one doll fusion, which was pretty cool. Just has more ways to out their field. Double Pank. Pank is definitely good. It helps you trade into people's boards, although Yummy has so many ways of dealing with it, but this can trade for 2 disruptions into Yummy. The trading into 2 things, going 1 for 2, good enough. 1 Rivalry, 1 Tikaboo. Rivalry is good against certain matchups. You can play Rivalry, you can play under it, you can set up your board to play under it pretty easily. You can just play dragons, you can just play spellcasters, you can just play dragons and spellcasters. 1 Tikaboo. Tikaboo was definitely like pretty strong. Really insane into Yummy. You flip Tikaboo, they lose. D-Barrier, I activated this once against Yummy and he still OTK'd me because I had nothing else on board, because I only had 1 combo piece because he impermed it. That was in Top Cut. I was against Mario D'Amico, and to I normal summon Lucius. I had Lucius and double Owlbear in hand and like Ash Blossom, and I'm like, this this hand like sucks. And I just set the barrier and like maybe I could pass turn a normal Owlbear and then go from there, but I had too many normals. That's definitely something I want to revisit, is try to cut down the amount of normal summons I have so I can just play more efficiently, but I don't want to cut down on the Dracotail normal summons because they're also really good in hand. It's a matter of like how many spells I actually do want to play. But once we get the Magistus cards, I feel like this deck will be streamlined a bit more. Played 1 more Doll Fusion, just in case I wanted to double up for going second, and then 1 Duster. Next we played double Arthalion, double Gulamel, 1 Secretion Dragon. It's good enough as a 1 Michael Jackson. That's all you need. 1 Lube, 1 Avalonatus. Something about Avalonatus, it has an end phase effect. You just add back your Doll Fusion, which is definitely really strong. You can add a C from your deck from your hand, so that was pretty good. 1 Winda. Winda didn't really come up that much. 1 Grista. Grista was good. I made this to just pop out 2 spell traps pretty easily, and then you just set like your Dracotail combo, and then you can just go from there. So it was good, but I think I might have wanted to do either Wendigo to like pop a monster, or I could do Shekanaga in order to, or I could do Shekanaga to just negate a monster on field if I drew an extra doll in hand. So there was definitely like some lines, or maybe I could change this for Shekanaga. I also want to include Philiarigus into my deck, so I can just make it banish the Yummy field spell that gains attack from their graveyard or their field, so that way they're just stuck with a way that they cannot win. They cannot kill you, so you're fine. No matter what happens, you'll be okay. Next I want to play 1 Sphere. I'm playing a Spheres package, 1 Spheres, 1 Spirit. I mean, didn't really come up the entire tournament. I felt like I was strong whenever I did. You have to have like a specific line. You need to open like a Dracotail. You need to open like Lucius plus any Dracotail in hand plus a monster in hand. So you can definitely do it. You just like normal Lucius. You go 5-mana fuse with the Dracotail and the other monster in hand. You make Altharion. Altharion bounces your 2 cards back to hand, and then you just go Spirit into Spheres, and then now you can just choose to pass turn there, or you can like set up more. You set a bunch of cards, you pass turn. You play 1 SP Little Knight. I feel like this card's good. I don't want to play more SP in my opinion. If it comes up, it comes up. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's SP. It's there for whenever you need it. So I did misplay a lot of times with this deck. You can definitely make this deck way better. I'm sure there's still more optimizations that need to be done in this deck. But yeah, I think with all that being said, hopefully this helped you guys decide your own deck list and make your own decks. In my opinion, I don't think Nib is that great. It's a funny one-of, whenever it comes up it does, but every deck has so many ways of playing through it, outing it, or just not playing into it. If you guys have any questions about the deck, I would be happy to answer them. With all that being said, I'd like to thank all you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Also, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, as it really does help this channel. This is a small channel, and any support is appreciated. You don't have to pay anything to subscribe. And well, yeah, thank you guys. See ya.